everybody. My name is Anna Maria Russo Meeker. I live in the United States, and I'm making this little video for my friend Joshua, who is involved in an awesome program on a global scale. It's called SDG, Sustainable Development Goals, and it's a United Nations program, and it's to help build awareness about trying to achieve 17 goals, and again, on a global scale. And some of these goals are goals that are familiar to all of us and goals that we should all want to attain. And a few of them are good health, quality education, gender equality, responsible consumerism, sustainable energy, and of course, partnership for the future. So do your part. You can make a little video like I'm doing now and post it on the site, or go to Facebook and look up SDG, Sustainable Development Goals, and share the information so you can start changing tomorrow today.
It's an empty home. Come on back.
Hi, my name's Megan Preston and I'm a World Merit Member in the UK. And when my company was in Ghana in March of this year, we ran a really cool program bringing over participants from the UK over to Ghana for a cultural immersion experience. And we had Joshua, who's a Ghanaian member of World Merit, come and give a talk on the Sustainable Development Goals to a group of about 16 young people from the local community. Joshua spoke with great eloquence, great knowledge, and ran a really cool interactive session about the SDGs, and I think everybody left feeling really inspired. So thanks, Joshua, and I hope to work with you again soon.
I'm Joshua Kobla Ajapa. I extend to you warm greetings from Ghana. I am the leader of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals Awareness Campaign in Ghana. My team and I conducted a comprehensive research just to establish whether the concept about the Sustainable Development Goals have gotten down with people in Ghana. And it was very surprising. It emerged only 22% of the people that filled our questionnaires knew about the SDGs, and even the mentioned population are not aware about the transition from the Millennium Development Goals to the Sustainable Development Goals. Having gotten a fair idea about this, we have taken it upon ourselves to champion the cause, and we have started doing this by embarking on a campaign just to sensitize the people on the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. Our campaign simply is aimed at enhancing education towards a more discerning, emphatic, and empowered generation of global citizens who will be in a pole position to help in the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals implementations. We are not doing this single-handedly as Ghanaians, but we have liaised with the international community and other members just to rally support behind us as we embark on the journey between now and 2030 to sensitize every young individual on planet Earth about the Sustainable Development Goals, because we strongly believe this campaign in a way would contribute immensely to galvanizing the necessary support from all and sundry just to make the Sustainable Development Goals achieve the various targets and also bring forth the reliefs that the society sought for. We have read extensively about the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, and we have also engaged experts from elsewhere in the world to bring their experience to bear as far as the SDGs are concerned. We have a global community we work with, and these are some of the things our partners elsewhere have to say about the SDGs.
My name is Anirudh and I am from India. 70 years ago, an earlier generation of world leaders came together to create the United Nations. From the ashes of war and division, they fashioned this organization with the values of peace, dialogue, and international cooperation. Today, we are also taking a decision of historic significance. The 17 Sustainable Development Goals with 169 targets, which have been proposed for the post-2015 development agenda, demonstrate the scale and ambition of this new universal mission. They seek to build on the Millennium Development Goals and complete what this did not achieve. We resolve to build a better future for all people, including the millions who have been denied the chance to lead decent, dignified, and rewarding lives and to achieve their full human potential. We can be the first generation to end poverty, to end hunger everywhere, just as we may be the last to have a chance of saving this only planet that we call home. The world will be a better place in 2030 if we succeed in these objectives. We resolve between now and 2030 to end poverty and hunger everywhere, to combat inequalities within and among countries, to build peaceful, just, and inclusive societies, to protect human rights and promote gender equality and the empowerment of every woman and girl on this planet, and to ensure the lasting protection of the planet and its natural resources. We resolve also to create conditions for sustainable, inclusive, and sustained economic growth, a world of shared prosperity and decent work for all, taking into account different levels of national development and capacities. As we embark on this great collective journey, we pledge that no one will be left behind, recognizing that the dignity of the human person is fundamental in this mission. We wish to see the goals and targets met for all nations and peoples of all segments of the society, and we will endeavor to reach the furthest behind the first. We are the peoples are the celebrated words of the UN Charter. It is we the peoples who are embarking today on the road to a successful 2030. Our journey will involve governments, parliaments of different countries, the UN institutional bodies, local authorities, international bodies, indigenous peoples, civil societies, non-governmental organizations, business and the private sector, the scientific and the academic community, and each and everyone. Millions have already engaged with these goals and will own this agenda. It is an agenda of the people, by the people, for the people. And this, we believe, will ensure its success because it is going to be a global movement. The future of humanity and our planet lies in our hands. It lies also in the hands of today's youth, who will pass on the torch to future generations. On the road to sustainable development, all countries are developing countries, and with a long way to go, it will be for all of us to ensure that the journey is successful and its gains irreversible. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Peter from Lagos, Nigeria. I'm glad to invite you to join the Sustainable Development Goals Awareness Campaign group. The world is currently in a crisis. Around us is poverty issues. Around us are poor health outcomes. Around us are inequalities. Around us are carbon emission and global and climate change. In addressing these challenges, countries came together in September 25th, 2015 and adopted the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. These are a set of goals aimed at reducing poverty, reducing inequality, promoting equality for all, promoting decent jobs, promoting employment, and addressing climate change. The goals are meant to meet the needs of the current generation without affecting the needs of future generations from achieving their aims and goals. In order to achieve these goals, we need to create an awareness campaign. In a world of over 7 billion people, very few people knows about these goals. So in order to get this goal achieved, we need awareness campaigns, we need sensitization, we need advocacy, we need development projects centered around these goals. And that's why we need you to join us in this campaign. Together, We can work to make the 7 billion people on our planet aware of the Sustainable Development Goals, and we can start pushing for the realization of these goals. Together we can. Join us at Sustainable Development Goals Awareness Campaign Group in Ghana. Thank you very much.
Arabia. I'm a very proud member of Merit 360. My SDG is SDG 1, ending extreme poverty. And the reason why I chose my SDG is because I honestly believe that we have a social responsibility as human beings inhabiting this earth to help others in need. I believe that everybody has a right to educate their children and to live a decent lifestyle. And this is why I chose my SDG. When you look at numbers within the past 15 to 20 years, we were able to decrease extreme poverty by 50%. And that's very positive and very optimistic. So I believe that through the UN and other NGOs, we will be able to reach our goal by 2030. We had no choice to be born the way we are, but we always have a choice to make a difference in this world, and I choose to make a difference. Thanks.
My name is Rafael and I'm from Brazil. Can you imagine yourself without drinking water for an entire day? And can you imagine yourself without going to the toilet for an entire day? According to the UN, 1.8 billion people don't have access to clean water. And 2.4 billion people don't have access to basic sanitation. That's right, 34% of the entire world don't have access to clean water and basic sanitation. And you know how much will it cost to solve this problem? According to the World Bank, it will be necessary to invest 28 billion during 15 years, totalizing $454 billion to solve this problem. Seems quite expensive, right? But you know how much will it cost to not solve this problem? Besides the 2 million deaths that occur every year due to diarrhea, it is estimated that 4.3% of the GDP of the sub-Saharan Africa is lost due to the lack of investment in clean water and sanitation, and 6.4% of the entire GDP of India. This is why the UN created the 17 Sustainable Development Goals, and the SDG number 6 focuses on the clean water and basic sanitation. We must think in sustainable growth to end this problem and have a better.
Hi guys, my name is Christian Mudiwa. I'm from Zimbabwe and I'm addressing the UN Sustainable Development Goal number 6, which is clean water and sanitation. Clean water is a necessity.
And towards you all, a very warm greeting. I'm Samuel Haq from Pakistan and I would be tackling United Nations Sustainable Development Goal number 13, that is climate action. Let me take a break and thank the World Merit's wonderful family in order to come up with such a great initiative and bringing all the change makers on a single platform. We believe that issues of global importance cannot be dealt in without the involvement of global community, and World Merit's great initiative has proved that.
We have taken our campaign to several platforms, and I can place on record we have made the necessary impact as far as our sensitization program is concerned. Just have a look at some of the programs and some of the platforms we have spoken on as far as our campaign is concerned.
And will be the agent of change in the future. That is why
Passionate about tackling the Sustainable Development Goals, and World Merit has its headquarters in Liverpool. How many of us know about the Sustainable Development Goals? Please, can you show by hand? How many of us know about it?
Welcome home, welcome home.
You've been kept down for much too long. Stand up, please, and say I am free. Don't forget you are welcome home, welcome
trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and gay. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land.
We strongly believe our campaign would bring on board change makers who are resolved to profess alternatives to help address the numerous problems that we are faced with. At this juncture, I would love to seize the opportunity to invite all partners, donors, and everyone who has the SDGs at heart to support us in diverse ways to make this very journey, to make this very path we have carved for ourselves a very successful one. Thank you.